had no water over here that it wasn't reaching. I have to get up. What is it doing? Jamie, you just in time. I don't know what. It says setting up your webinar. Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing great. We're testing this morning, trying to see if this is actually working. Let me check everywhere and see if I'm live. But tonight, guys, we're going to have an amazing webinar where you're going to be able to see behind the scenes, not only my plan for social media for Black Friday, but literally my plan to take over social media for 2020. And to be honest with you, just the price alone being only $29 is stupendous. If you go to bit.ly/Black Friday money, you get an opportunity to join us tonight for only $29. And that's crazy. And I'm going to be telling you guys firsthand why you need to be joining us tonight. First and foremost, the more places, good morning, Faith, good morning, Cousin Cyan, the more places you show up on social media, that's the more money you make. And we have a habit of only showing up on Facebook. We got a habit of only showing up on Instagram. But the truth of the matter is, the more places you show up, the more revenue you generate. I'm trying to see if I'm live on Periscope right now. I don't even know how to look.
Not yet. I'm on there. It's still sending data. Turn off and on.
So with that being said, let me show you this morning why, and I don't know why it just won't work for me, Jamie. It just,
I know we're gonna try just Periscope only and not all the other platforms.
Social media sometimes don't want us to be great, but you know what? It's always a workaround. Always a workaround.
Always.
That was a great workshop you did a couple weeks back on Black Friday, guys. We're so excited to be moving into Black Friday and preparing. And that's one thing you guys have to do. I can remember, Coach, back before I had strategy, before I had you, I would pop up on Black Friday, just spamming social media out. And then wondering why nobody bought nothing. Well, hell, they didn't know me. They didn't like me, and they certainly didn't trust me coming out there on the day of, having a high expectation, not having the strategy and or preparing for what all needed to happen in order to be successful.
And that's another thing, guys. If you're hesitant to invest $29 for a better strategy, then you've got to ask yourself, do I really want to be in business? But some of the things we're going to be talking about this morning are going to help you whether you come tonight or not. So, you know, today is all about mastering your Black Friday, bit.ly/Black Friday money. Jamie, I'm just going to go live on Periscope. I guess we'll figure it out in a minute.
Okay, I'm doing some research right now.
Don't know why it works for you and doesn't work for me. That makes me jealous.
I have a Mac, and I guess it depends on the system too, but all of your other channels are working. So Periscope has a different setup than everything else.
I'm sure. So guys, let's talk about why you need to master your social media to make more on Black Friday. Number one, if you plan on making any money at all on Black Friday, you need to know now what's for sale. And that's why a lot of you guys struggle because you're all over the place with what's for sale. You wait until the day before Black Friday to figure out what are you going to do. Good morning, Keishawn. Good morning, Val B. And you need to be thinking now, what are you going to be offering on Black Friday? That's critical. And not only that, not only what's for sale, but who wants it, right? Because that's going to be a determining factor as to where on social media you show up. You got to stop showing up the places that are pleasant for you, that are comfortable for you, that are popular. I told you guys a few weeks ago that while Instagram is gaining in popularity, when it comes to advertising, and sales, it is not the leading platform. I don't even think it's in the top 3. So you have to be careful following other people on social media just because they're doing it. You want to do it too. So make sure you go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money. Tonight's webinar starts at 7 p.m. I'm going to show you behind the scenes. This is a from scratch webinar. What does that mean? That means that I'm going to have my team in the background taking notes as I give them my vision, for how we're going to take over multiple social media platforms in 2020. Why is that important, Coach? I mean, that's just like anything. The more stores you open, the more money you make, right? Can anybody confirm that? If just say yes, Coach, if I'm right. The more stores you open, the more money you make.
Absolutely.
So why wouldn't I want a store on Pinterest? Why wouldn't I want a store on LinkedIn? Why wouldn't I want a store on Periscope? Why wouldn't I want a store on my own website? Why wouldn't I want a store in Instagram stories? Why wouldn't I want a store in Facebook stories? So why wouldn't I want a blog? That's the store. So the more places you're active on social media, the more of that who wants it is going to appear. So it's all just a numbers game, guys. I'm gonna let you jump in while I share to these groups.
Absolutely, Coach. That's what I was doing as well. That's correct. The more platforms you're on, and guys, what we tend to do, because this was me, I knew a little bit about Facebook, so I thought that was enough to carry me. But once I got coaching and got strategy, I quickly learned that I did not know as much about social media as I needed to know. And that means being able to be present on different platforms. And it's not the same strategy for every platform. That's what people need to understand. There's different little twerks and tweaks and things that you have to do for each platform. So Coach talking about showing her plan from scratch. And that means when we get here tonight at the webinar, and guys, you can go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money and get registered for only $29. When you come to class tonight, she's going to go from a blank sheet of paper, and she is going to lay it out step by step what we need to do. And another thing about the $29, if you're sitting here thinking, oh, I can't afford it, that's a red flag that you need it. Call somebody, borrow the money, go sell something, whatever you need to do to be there, because we want to make sure that we end 2019 strong. I know I went into 2019 saying 2019 is my year, and guys, it was my year. Why was it my year? Because I got with Coach, I got strategy, and I was able to exit my job. So if you said 2019 is your year, and you're like at the end of the year saying, "Oh my God, it wasn't my year," you can there's still some year left. There are still some things that you can do. And Black Friday is one of the busiest times of the year. But with everybody out there on social media, unless you have a strategy to get ahead of the pack, unless you have the right strategy to know what to do, you're going to blend in with everybody else and with millions of people. And when you're blending in, nobody's going to see you.
Absolutely. And that's what we're talking about, guys. Tonight's webinar is all about helping you stand out on social media, help you make more money, being deliberate about what you're going to do. This is just part 1. I'm going to be back with parts 2 and 3 during the rest of the day. But you've got to say to yourself, at what point do I stop playing games on social media and really start making money, right? At what point do I do that? So I must be on twice then, Jamie, because I went live myself too. So, the first thing you got to ask is what's for sale, who wants it, why do they want it, how much will you charge, and then where will you sell it? And that goes back to a lot of you guys think that you can be on social media too much. And that's a myth that I'm going to be working to dispel tonight. There's no such thing as being on social media too much when you do it the right way. Some of you are on social media too much doing it wrong. And when you're doing it wrong, one time is too much. We're also going to be talking about tonight the best times. When you see me talking to my team about when to post and what to post, they're going to have timelines in which to disseminate and distribute this information. So that's something else you guys need to know, because a post made at different times. Okay, a post made at different times, guys, is not as effective as if it's made the right times. So the link to tonight's webinar is bit.ly/Black Friday Money. And I'm going to be giving you some critical things to not just help you with your Black Friday marketing, but to help you with your marketing all year long. Webinar is only $29. Sign up now. But Jennifer, let's talk about a blank sheet. And for those of you who have never seen me build a webinar from a blank sheet of paper, Jennifer, why do you think it's impactful for me to do that?
So that people can see that it's authentic, so people can see that it's you creating the plan and not something you got from somewhere else. And every time that we're in class, because I'm in your mentorship, we start with a blank sheet of paper. And then by the time you're done, we are just like, wow. So that speaks to your master skills.
And I don't even do it for none of those reasons. You're right.
Oh, okay.
I mean, all of those reasons were right. I do it to show you that if I can start from a blank sheet of paper and build a plan, when you watch that same replay, you should be able to start from a blank sheet of paper and step by step be able to emulate that same plan. And a lot of people don't get how important it is not just to attend a webinar, but to be able to walk away and execute exactly what that master craftsman did during that webinar. And that's my goal for you when you attend a webinar, is not just to show up and listen, but to be able to walk away and do the same thing I did. And in those webinars where the information is prepackaged and they go real fast, sometimes you get off the webinar and you think, man, I could never do that.
Mm-hmm. That's true. And the key is going to be to listen and then execute, like you said, replicate that, and don't wait. Don't wait like, oh, I'm gonna go do it in a couple days, because then you're going to get busy. Do it right away and execute it right away. And you're going to start to see a difference. And that's going to change your motivation, because you're going to see that it can be done, that you can do it, and once you go do it, that's something that I always do. I know we had a class last week and you were like, okay, here's your homework, this is what I need you to do. And so that's something that I always did, Coach, was when we had homework, when you gave us something to do, I saw that as a reason. Just like when we go to school, just like your kids come home with homework, you got to put in some work. You can't just sit there and listen.
The faster you do your homework, the more you're going to retain.
Right.
So make tonight the night that you're going to get ready for your Black Friday sale. Do y'all want to know what my goal is?
Yes.
How much I want to generate on Black Friday?
What's your goal, Coach?
Between Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday, and Giving Tuesday, my goal is $500,000.
You can do it. I've seen it. I've seen it.
Oh, I know. That's a logo. That is a logo.
Right.
I'm telling you. And so, I don't say it to brag. I said it to say I'm going to need every tool in my arsenal to make that happen. So that's the plan that you're going to see us with tonight. We're going to be bringing out the big guns, bit.ly/Black Friday money. Sign up now. The webinar is only $29. And face right. If you don't do it immediately, sometimes you forget. But that's another reason I build these plans from a blank sheet of paper, so that if you do forget, you can go right back to the replay it over, remember what I did during this step, remember what I did during that step. And let me tell you, it's only 2 pieces that allow you to generate more money, and that's more people and more product.
That's right.
More people, more product at the right price. Right? So I don't plan on leaving anything on the table. And for those of you who want to partner with us and promote your product or service, if you go to bit.ly/Black Friday Money 19, you get an opportunity to choose a slot to come on the BYOB show and promote your product or service. You also get an opportunity to be included in our holiday business gift guide. Man, we about to turn things over, and you need to be involved. Don't be on the sidelines saying, hey, I wish I would have signed up for that webinar, or I don't know what to do for Black Friday, because we've given you a ton of opportunities to get it right.
And let me just say one thing, Coach, about the opportunity to get on the BYOB show to promote your product. If you're that business owner who's not generated the revenue you wanted over the year, then that means you're doing something wrong with your community or your audience. And Coach is giving you an opportunity to get in front of her audience of over 200,000 people to promote your product. Taking the class tonight really is going to be necessary, because you don't want to jump on her platform and then not promote your product appropriately. You want to make sure that you're doing it correctly. So guys, this is a great opportunity that we have in order to make our Black Friday successful.
Why you sound like a robot?
My speakers act up. When I go live too much, my computer gets tired.
Well, so I'm blowing it up, y'all. But like I told y'all, there's no such thing as really too much activity, right? So you gotta, if you got somebody in your ear, in your face, telling you you're doing something too much, you may want to question their motives. And I've asked you guys time and time again, master your social media with 11 views. Flatbush Kicks, I have 38,000 followers on Periscope, and I'm live on here twice, because I'm live on here manually and I'm live on here with Restream. So a lot of people are over there watching on Restream because there's a presentation. So when I say master your social media, I mean it, because guess what? It ain't about views either. It's about how much money you got in the old bankarola. See, people be running their mouths, y'all, and don't even know. Don't even know. Matter of fact, let me just view his profile. Oh, he has 2 followers. He got 2 followers, and he's following 19 people. He got 12 hearts. No, I'm not judging you, bro. You started it. I finished it. Game over. You got 2 followers on Periscope. You following 19. And instead of you looking at my whole history, come on now, you gonna just clown? You didn't see that gold star? You didn't see them 38,000 followers, bro? You don't see them 1 million plus stars, hearts? I ain't even cash them in, bro. See? That what happened, James. That what happened when they don't know no better. Do not come for me if I did not send for you. Now, he talking about, now you judging me. You started it. You put the black robe on first. Let me tell y'all something about social media. A lot of people feel powerful on social media. I don't do bullies, because everybody is not as outspoken as I am. And there's a lot of people scared to go live on social media for that reason, right? Because they scared somebody gonna say something to them. So when I be in defense, I be in defense for everybody that's ever gotten bullied on social media. You're not going to play with me behind a keyboard. You're not. Because if I met you in public, you wouldn't have anything to say. See, I've been her. I've been her. So when you hear me clown them trolls, sometimes y'all be like, just leave them alone. You don't go live every day like I go live every day. I refuse to let them come over here. They say if you're not part of the solution, you part of the problem. Exactly, Diamond Cupper. They wouldn't have that same energy in person. They wouldn't be. And I'm telling y'all, when I talk about bullying, I look at what they're doing to these children. YouTube just got fined for not doing enough to protect children on YouTube because them bullies come through grown folks. Grown folks be telling children, ha, 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 this and that, go kill yourself. Grown up. You need to be worried about your bank account status. While he watching my 11 views, he doesn't know I'm live twice on Periscope, number one. Doesn't know I'm live on Periscope and a whole bunch of Facebook screens, number two. Doesn't know how much money I make on social media, number three. And then go say, and now you judging me. Boy, talking about his name was Flatbush Kicks, Kick Rocks.
You know, Coach, and if he was busy taking care of his business, he wouldn't have time to be over here watching what you do.
And if he came over here and sat down somewhere and took a few notes, he might make more money for Black Friday. So my point about Black Friday, guys, is about being deliberate. It is arguably the day you can make the most revenue, 30% more revenue than you've made all year long. 30% of most retail and online stores' earnings comes from Black Friday. You must be ready. You must be ready. So join us tonight. I'm going to show you again, not only my plan to distribute and take over Black Friday, but also my day-to-day plan for mastering multiple social media platforms with ease. I'm not about to struggle. That's my goal for next year. I'm planning for retirement, so I got to have some time off. You know, I've put a lot of time, energy, and effort into my social media. This year, my goal is automation, and process. Not only quadrupling my revenue or 25x in my revenue, but doing it without having to struggle. So what questions do you have? So guys, part one, master your social media and make more money on Black Friday. Go to bit.ly/Black Friday money in order to participate in tonight's webinar. It starts at 7 and it's going to be amazing. But part one, before you even show up tonight, you need to know what's for sale. You need to know who wants it. You need to know why do they want it? How much will you charge? And that where will you sell it? We're going to expand that tonight because many of you are creating a Black Friday sale for Facebook. Some of you are creating a Black Friday sale for Instagram instead of creating a Black Friday sale that is going to incorporate all of the many social media channels available to you. So I hope you make the right decision and joining us tonight at bit.ly/Black Friday money. Jessica Alexander said, yes, getting on social media the right way is productive. There's a right way and a wrong way to do everything. Thank you for the clap back. It was great. Girl, you just can't come for me.
Right.
One guy was like, why should I listen to you? You're fat. I'm like, your mama fat. You listen to her. You listen to her, you're going to get a whooping. So listen to me, I get whooped. And then one dude was like, what happened to your hair? I say, your mama borrowed my wig last Sunday. Wore it to church and she promised me. My wig was this $700 wig. Your mama promised me she was going to bring my wig back and did it. Please tell your mama to bring my hair back. When it comes to social media, I don't play with them. You listen to
Ain't
your
nobody
mama.
got time for that.
I got time. Girl, I got time. I got time. See, don't understand me, girl. Popeye's Chicken just joined my broadcast. Can you bring me 2 spicy sandwiches?
And Coach, I'm glad you're saying this, because I never will forget the first time a troll jumped in my broadcast on Facebook, and it just, I didn't know what to do. I was trying to ignore it, but I couldn't. So that's part of strategy as well. People don't know. And if you're out there enough, it will eventually happen to you.
And if you're out there enough, eventually it wears on you. There was about 6 months that I didn't even go on Periscope because the trolls had just, girl, I was just tired of fighting. And that's revenue I was losing because I actually make viable revenue and get clients on Periscope. But I had let them get to me, which is partially because my mom had passed and I was already in my feelings because the old me just really don't care. Partially because when you do anything for so long, it does just start to wear on you. People are like, I can't believe you're retiring next year. And I'm like, I want to retire while I still love what I do, while I'm still the greatest at what I do. They tell my girl, you're going to come back like Jay-Z. Probably. But I've worked since I was 14. Since 14 years old, I've had a job working for somebody. And I'm 49. That's 35 years. For 35 years, I have blood, sweat, and tears, and it belonged to somebody else. And so now that I have the opportunity to work for me, I went straight from working hard for somebody else to working hard for myself. And to be honest with you, I've never had a break. So I might be back and I might not. I might come back doing something else behind the scenes. You know what rappers do? When they can't rap, they produce, right? I might come back in the political scene. There's a lot of things that I'm thinking about doing, but this is not going anywhere. This coaching empire, this coaching dynasty, if I'm not running it, somebody will. And so it's not going anywhere. It's just the me and my voice that's going to retire. And that makes room for other people in their voice. Me and my team are about to put out some jobs right now for some hungry people that are looking to, expand their knowledge, looking to master certain categories. I need a PR intern. I want to take one person and teach them everything I know about PR, and they can build a firm out of that. I want a sponsorship intern. I want one person that's going to come in and intern with me for a year that I can teach them everything I know about sponsorship. And so with that being said, I'm looking for hungry people. I know that's right. Audio Music, register to vote, y'all. 2020 gonna be crazy. So with that being said, y'all, I have a lot to offer still. I'm still going to be building, but it boils down to you better catch in while you can, especially at tonight's webinar price is only $29, and you're going to see behind the scenes how to master multiple. Kayshawn said, I'm always hungry. Hello? I ain't mad at you, Kayshawn. I'm looking for hungry people.
That's good. If you want different, you got to do different, and don't just pay it lip service. That's what a lot of people do. That's what I did. Okay, maybe I'm just talking about me, that I did that, and that's why I was a slave for 33 years. But now I've broken those chains. But you know what, guys? I couldn't break those chains without help. I could not do it without help. I tried and tried and tried. And I tell this story. Every time I go live, I tell this story. So guys, if you haven't shared out the broadcast, please be sure you share out the broadcast, because it was one share of the broadcast that completely changed my life for me and my boys. Someone shared Coach's broadcast with me. I listened to her not even a week. So I'm telling you guys, jump on this now, because it's, once you see the value you get in this class, you do your homework, you execute, you're going to see that you need wise counsel, right? And that's what it was that helped me break the chain so I could free myself from a 9-to-5 that I was at for nearly 34 years. And that's going to be you unless you do something different.
Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to get out of here, guys, but I am going to be back later today. This is just part 1 of Master Your Social Media and Make More on Black Friday. I'm super excited about tonight's webinar at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is a blank sheet of paper webinar. I'm going to show you from scratch how to take the content that you generate every day and distribute it to multiple social media channels. Because the more channels you're on, the more views you get, the more views you get, the more potential clients you get, the more potential clients you get, the more clients you get, and the more clients you get, the more revenue you get, guys. Don't miss out. It is a numbers game, and you got to be prepared to play the numbers game. If you're not available tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, register anyway. You'll get the replay within 48 hours. Still time for you to execute the plan and kill it on social media for Black Friday. You got people making, $1 million in 90 minutes on Black Friday. Surely you can make $90 in an hour. Add it up. So we'll see you later tonight, guys. Thank you for stopping by. bit.ly/Black Friday Money. Only $29. Grab your seat and see you there.